And thanks for rocking with the counselor. I've been rocking with the counselor for a while. Almost at 200 subscribers. Try to get this up a little more. I'm gonna get to the 200. Hopefully, get to the 300 mark. But anyway, I wanted to go live. I was gonna make a video, but I want to go live. I want to talk about first of all, R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan. Rest in peace to that man. I wanted to just share my story, my experience with him. I'm in Atlanta, and you know, before artists get mainstream from Atlanta, we have the privilege of hearing them down here first. So, so I moved here in 2010, right? And around 2012, I believe. Well, first I started doing counseling. Doing counseling in the actually doing counseling in the community. I do community counseling. I don't do office. Well, I do office now, but back then I was doing community. This is 2012, right? I started 2010, but this story is 2012 when I met Rich Homie Quan. So I had a couple brothers. They lived in Mechanicsville. They moved. They lived in in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Mechanicsville, McDaniel Street. Down there by Peter Street, all in the Mechanicsville, Pittsburgh area. And what happened was, it was these brothers. They used to get into a lot of trouble. One was diagnosed with bipolar. Another one was diagnosed with ODD, oppositional defiant disorder. Those are kids who really don't listen to authority figures like teachers, their parents, law enforcement. They have a problem following directives. So I was counseling them. I see them once a week. And I remember one of the kids, the older kid, he had a mixtape. And he was like, check this out. Check this mixtape out. So the mixtape was, hey, what's going on? Second coming, Ronaldo. Thanks for coming in. And I listened to this story. So he had a mixtape. And I'm coming from New Jersey. This is 14 years ago. 2012 is 12 years ago. So I'm laughing at the name. I'm like, Rich Homie Quan. What kind of name is that? I guess I was getting older. Hey, what's up? Is it Jonita? Jonito? Guanata? What's going on? Right? So, how y'all doing? Ronaldo, what's up? Thank you for subbing to the channel. I'm trying to get to 200. So yeah, back to the story, right? So I'm laughing at the mixtape. This is before he even had Type of Way out, his main hit. Before he even got with Rich Game, before he got with anybody. So I'm actually down in the hood off of Joseph E. Larry, right? Joseph E. Larry downtown Atlanta in the Bluff. So I'm with the two kids or whatever. And like I said, the kid had a mixtape, boom, Rich Homie Quan. So after I listened to it, 2 weeks later, we had the McDonald's down off of, I believe that's Lowry, going towards Joseph E. Boone. So Turkey, I want to go to Turkey, hell yeah. Right, so we get to the McDonald's. Anyway, let's get back to the story. We get to the McDonald's, right? And it's crowded. So I got the two kids, they're sitting with me. I'm giving them counseling, giving advice, doing therapy with them at the McDonald's. Because their house was they had a lot going on at their house. So sometimes you gotta take these kids out that environment. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of crazy stuff be going on, you gotta take them out the environment so they can actually get the help that they need in the therapy. So we have McDonald's, and as we're eating, this skinny dude walks in. He had all this jewelry on, and I'm like, who is this dude? So he walks in with a whole bunch of people. I'm talking about he had a whole crowd with him, and jewelry was all over the place. And this wasn't like no safe spot. This is like in the straight hood of Atlanta. So this dude's walking around with all these chains and jewelry on. I'm like, oh, he must be known. Yeah, McDonald's is wild. McDonald's, yeah, they give you some diarrhea. Right? So I point to the kid. I'm like, hey, who's that? Who's that over there? So the kid gets excited. He said, oh, that's the dude on the mixtape who I let you listen to 2 weeks ago. Rich Homie Quan. And I was like, Rich Homie Quan. I was like, oh, the dude I was laughing at with that funny name, right? So this is 2012. He didn't even have a single on the radio yet, but he had money. Because the way he was dressed, man, he had all the money in the world. Thanks for coming in, everybody. So he had all this jewelry on and stuff like that. He flashing. He got a whole crowd with him. And the kid jumps up. He runs up to Rich Homie Quan. And so I get up. I'm like, hold on, you can't just be running up on people or whatever. So I went to Rich Homie Quan first. I'm like, hey, no, I heard you a rapper, and I got these kids over here. They know who you are, because Rich Homie Quan was from their neighborhood in the Bluff, in the Pittsburgh area, Mechanicsville, all that. So he was from that area. So all the local kids knew who he was. So he showed mad love, man. He said, what's up to me? Asked me what I was doing there. He's like, oh, you do, you know what I'm saying? You do counseling. That's cool. Oh, those are the kids over there? I said, yeah, right? So the kids, I said, yeah. He said, you can take a picture with him. So the kids jump up. They go to Rich Homie Quan. They give him a, remember, this is 2012. This is before he even got big. So they dapping him up. He let them take pictures. And then a whole bunch of other kids just came out of nowhere. So this dude was really big before he even got mainstream, before he was on that Rich Gang, before he was on the, had his own singles out. And he was showing love to the whole neighborhood. And the whole neighborhood respected him. And that's what I always thought, man, this guy's cool, man, because he didn't have to do none of that. Then he bought all them kids McDonald's, too. He went to the register, asked the kids what they wanted. I already bought my kids, the kids I was counseling, I bought them their meals already, right? So he still bought them more food, so they was happy. And they went home with a whole bunch of extra McDonald's. He bought all the neighborhood kids McDonald's, man. Cool dude, man. Showed love, everything. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to share that story of Rich Homie Quan, man. Rest in peace to that man. It was an honor meeting him that one day. And after I met him that one day, he got on the radio and blew up. And all I could think was, man, I remember seeing this dude at McDonald's when he was just getting started. Very humble. Still had the jewelry. Still was decked out. Still, was a neighborhood hero at that time. He was what you call hood rich or a hood superstar at that time. So that's crazy. But thanks, chat, for checking in. Listen to the story. If you missed it, the live is going to upload. Definitely go back. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm actually going to start going around Atlanta, going around places in the country, talking to people. A lot will be about, mental health, homelessness, things of that nature. And I want to talk to the people. I want to talk to the community. I want to talk to people in the community. So I'm going to jump off live, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. I got a lot more going on over here. I just wanted to jump on the live and tell my story of Rich Homie Quan, man. For real. RIP to that man. And he's a good dude. I'm out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday, though.